welcome to a special Anzac Day weekend edition of AKAU TV. I'm joined this morning by AKAU trainer Mark Walker. How are you this morning, Mark?
All good, Hazy.
Now, well done again. Another great weekend's racing. 2 from 2 in terms of the Group 1 strike rate since you've been back. It was great to see Imperatriz absolutely smash them on Saturday.
Yeah, high-class filly, and really looking forward to next season with her as a 4-year-old. She's got a lot ahead of her.
Absolutely. So she heads to the paddock now, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. She's already in the paddock, safely tucked up at AKAU Stud, so she'll be out there, and we'll be out every couple of weeks as we normally do with every speller, checking them.
Fantastic. So I guess the next couple of weeks, the numbers again will start to kind of lighten up a bit, and we all have a couple of horses heading over to Brisbane. Can you give us a quick update on those horses that could be travelling over there?
Yeah, so Soprano Supreme, one of Fortuna's, one of the last couple. We think she's a star on the way up. So she heads to some nice staying races there. Start off in the Gold Coast Cup, 2400. Imperatriz, Trivier, she will go to the Doomben 10,000. So it's going to be a high-class field, obviously, Group 1 race, but Trivier's trial was good on Wednesday before race 1. I was happy with her. And, of course, Sort of State trial. In the same trial, he won the trial, and he's confirmed now he'll go to the Gold Coast Guineas.
Fantastic. We're looking forward to seeing those horses fly the Kiwi flag over there. Now we're going to have a quick look at the yearling of the week, which this week is lot 991, the time test pin-up lay Bay filly. So I'm just going to grab her up on screen 1 second. Can you start talking to us, Mark, just about this this filly, just while I grab her up?
Yeah, it's actually her first morning at the track this morning and handled everything brilliantly. So even trotted out of the wooden practice starting stall. So, she's got a lot of scope about this filly. She's really surprised since the sale just how much she's really improved. And as I say, first morning at the track, she looks as though she's got a great brain on her. She led 4 other yearlings through the barriers, so she was team leader, so to speak, and led them through. Nice filly.
And I think David mentioned to me yesterday that Troy's been riding her out at the farm during the early education phase as well, and he's been really impressed with how she's moved as well.
Yeah, well, Troy's a good judge. He's labelled some every year, and he's been bang on. So, no, I thought she was good value at the price, and time tests have started off really well. I think you'll see them as 3-year-olds especially come into their own.
Absolutely. So there you go. There's the yearling of the week, lot 991, the time test pin-up lay Bay filly. There's still shares available in her. So if you want to have a piece of her or a slice of her, then get in touch with Karen over the weekend, and I'm sure we can accommodate you there. So just quickly looking at the week that's been, obviously, I think Hastings, we had leaderboard that was just, I guess, second in the Hawke's Bay Cup, just got nutted there on the line. Can you talk through his performance?
Yeah, he won a great race, well ridden. Just had one come off his back the last 100 metres and just got him close to the line. But, he's strung together 2 good performances, and he'll stay in training in the Rotorua Cup in early May. And the wetter the track, the better for him.
Fantastic. And Tarapa, obviously we've spoken about Imperatriz there. Cote de Burn, I thought he was really impressive, tough, sitting on the pace there, and was tough all the way to the line.
Yeah, he had to use a bit of petrol early, so it was a really good effort. That at the 100-metre mark, I thought, I thought the other horse was going to get him, but he really dug deep and showed his fighting qualities. So he goes forward to the Cambridge Breeders' Stakes now. And
I think there was one other horse out of the Matamata group trial that'll head to the Cambridge Breeders that looked pretty impressive. Synchronise, the kind of untapped filly.
Yeah, exactly. So she was one of the main contenders in the spring at Rickon, and unfortunately had to have a little bit of surgery to tidy up a slight problem, and she's had 2 trials back. So bit of an ask, the Cambridge Breeder Stakes, but we think she's a high-class filly and she deserves her chance.
Absolutely. Looks to have a bit of a turn of foot there, does she? And then across to Matamata on Wednesday, we had Pisco Sour for Trelawney.
Yeah, won really well. She'd been knocking on the door, probably a bit unlucky her previous start. So Michael took her to the front and took bad luck out of the equation, and she won really, really well. So just what we do with her, we're not set in stone yet, but she's got plenty more wins left in her.
And the Jimmy Shoe filly, I'm Not Bossy, seemed to like the cut up track there.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that was a good result for Karen and all your team. So she'll win more races as well.
Awesome. Well, a quick look at the week ahead. We're going to have a look at the Easter Handicap meeting at Coca-Cola. Obviously, formerly that meeting was at Ellerslie, and then you've snuck a couple down there, or one down there at Riccarton Park, and there's another that stayed down there. So we'll kick off at Coca-Cola in race 3, the MW Insurance 1200, rating 65 benchmark. YRL Cove can't get a draw this horse. Is he going to run?
No, we'll scratch him, Hamish. Yeah, just drawn too wide. Yeah.
Cool. Race for the VRC Trophy 1400, rating 74 benchmark. 2 horses lining up, the first of which is Supreme Khan, drawn barrier 12 with Opie Boston on board.
Yeah, I just think he needs rain, and looking at the forecast, Hamish, you should get the rain, and I'd be surprised if it wasn't a dead, if not a slow track, if the forecast is right. So I think you'll see him go a good race once the tracks soften.
Good as gold. And Lightning Field, drawn barrier 14 with Joe Cameron on board.
Yeah, we're just going to wait with him, and he'll run at Hara on Wednesday.
Cool. And race 7, the Manco Easter Handicap, open handicap over the mile. Sounds like Predefers headed south. So we've got Brando, drawn barrier 3 with Opie Boston on board.
Yeah, so I think the better the track will suit him. So on one hand, you need the rain for Supreme Khan, but on the other hand, you don't for Brando. So if the forecast was wrong, which is quite often the case, he'd be a definite top 4 contender.
Great. And that takes us down to Riccarton Park, and we kick off in race 8, the New Zealand Bloodstock War Step Stakes. It's for the 3-year-old fillies over the 2,000 metres. We've got Belle of the Ball, drawn barrier 13 with Lisa Allpress on board. Yeah,
another bad draw. So I think we need to ride her just a bit more patiently this time and get some cover. 2,000 metres, long straight at Riccarton. So, if we have any sort of luck from the outside draw, she's capable. She got beat a nose last start, Hamish. Nose for 3rd, which would have been valuable black type. So hopefully we can be a top 3 contender.
Great. And race 9, the Group 3 Coca-Cola Canterbury Gold Cup, weight for age over the 2,000 metres, Predefer, drawn barrier 3 with Jason Laking on board.
Yeah, so he gets into this race nicely, like he's the highest rated horse by a bit of a margin. So if he gets a dream run, hopefully they get no rain, and if the track's good, I think he'll take a little bit of beating that horse.
Absolutely. Well, I think he gave Irish Girl 5 kilos when he beat her 2 starts ago, and now only gives her 2. So sneaks in there well under those conditions, Mark. So do we have a best bet for the weekend?
Yeah, you'd have to go with Predefer from our limited amount of runners.
Absolutely. Well, that sounds good to me. Now, I think next weekend will probably be our last week for AKAU TV for the season. We'll wrap things up as we look at the Cambridge Breeders' Travis Stakes meeting at Te Rapa. Can we expect to see many runners line up there?
Yeah, we'll have quite a significant team that day. That'll probably be our last big day of the season, Hamish. So as things get wetter, which it must do sooner or later, we'll have limited runners, and mainly through the stable in the winter months, we'll be just educating the yearlings, and then some of the spring horses will start drifting back in from mid-May type of thing.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the update there, Mark, and good luck for the runners this weekend, and have a good weekend.
Thanks, Hamish.
Cool. Bye.